Sure.
Hi everyone, I am here with Gabriel Alares, and he almost won Eurovision with his entries for Russia in 2013 and 2015. Now he's having two songs in Eurovision, and he is the backing singer of Robin in Melodifestivalen, so we might see him on stage. Welcome!
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. You are also a singer. Why did you choose to focus on writing instead of singing?
Well, actually, I have a background of playing in bands. I was ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a rock star like the brothers in Oasis. So I spent a lot of time and energy and love and effort in trying to become successful as a frontman in a rock band. So I had two different bands with my brother and two more people, and we were touring around a lot in Germany and never in Holland, but in a bit in Switzerland and Austria and Czech Republic and stuff. But I guess you come to a certain point when you feel 26 shows in 28 days, 10 euros each, when you come home and you smell like an old fart, it's not, you can do it for a time. You get rich on stories, but you don't get really, after a while you get tired. So I could have done it a couple more years, I think, but people in the band started to give up. So we decided to not do that anymore. And then I went to this music production school in Stockholm, and basically I just learned how to produce and how to became much more of became a better songwriter, I think. And then I got headhunted by my publisher there, so that's how it all started, actually. So, yeah.
What a rock star. So will we ever hear a Eurovision rock song from you that you're writing or singing?
You never know. You never know.
That would be great.
I'm not sure I would maybe participate myself singing a rock song, but I come from a rock background, so I could easily, write a rock song for a band or whatever. That would be fun, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, because now we've heard a lot of power ballads. So from what we know of you, it will be something totally different. So that would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I would say actually these power ballads, as long as you just, it's how you dress them up, I would say. If you put distorted guitars on it and put leather jackets on the people singing it, it becomes a rock song. So, it's not that far from each other, I think. Pop and rock, it could be very similar.
Yeah, who knows? Norway. Never know. And how do you get in contact with all the countries that you're writing songs for and all the artists?
Well, it started off with my publisher, who he had good connections with the Russian Channel 1. Well, actually, that was back in 2013. That's where it all started with the Eurovision thing. They just had an opening there. They heard that they needed a song for Dina Garipova, so they just called me and said that we have a really tight deadline. We need the song in 5 days. It was a bit of a rush. I remember I was at the gym. I had 3 missed calls from my publisher saying, "Hey, you have to come to the studio and try to write a song for us." So I did. And I called my friend and Joachim Björnberg. We wrote it together, and they chose our song, and we had quite a good result. I think we finished 5th, and then obviously we heard again they needed a new song in 2015, so we made a new one, and with the same people, me and Joachim, but this time also with Kat Winter, and also Leonid Gutkin, and a few, and Vlad Matietsky, 2 Russian guys. So that's how it started, actually.
And you said the first time in 2013 there were more songs, so they chose you, your song. And in 2015, was it only your song because they knew that you were great and with a good result of Dina, or was it also picking from more songs?
No, I think they got a lot of suggestions 2015 too. So I mean, I must say, like, I felt very, very proud and also super, like, humble, and I'm very, very grateful to be able to have done this. I mean, to be able to write for the biggest country in the world like that twice, it's a big honor. So yeah, I was very, very happy when they chose us again in 2015. And also, like, I must say, we had Kat Norbergen singing the demo first, and I mean, we really loved the song. I remember when we wrote A Million Voices, we did it really, really quick. We wrote the song we were almost finished before lunch.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. I mean, it's not common, but we did it so quick. And I remember when we wrote it, we went out afterwards and just had a beer because we thought, oh, this session was so lovely. It went so quick, and we were so happy with the result. And we really loved the way it sounded with Kat's vocals on it. But, like, the song became what it was when Polina sang it. Like, when I heard Polina sing it first time, I was like, wow, this can become big. So, and it did. So a big privilege to be able to work with such a wonderful artist as her. It was very cool.
And you knew that you were writing that song for her, or you just knew that they needed a song?
No, we wrote for her. So,
okay.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But obviously we were happy they chose our song. I mean, they could have picked some other song. So yeah, big honor.
Yeah, well, it was great. So of course.
Turned out okay, but
yeah.
I must say the artist made it what it was. So Polina.
Oh. That's nice. And were you also involved with the staging, or was it like, here is our song and yeah, go ahead?
Yeah, well, they asked us maybe if we had any thoughts, but not really. I didn't feel I needed to, because I think they had good ideas already from the start. But I mean, obviously we could put some input into it and come with suggestions, but in the end they will decide, and maybe we would have gotten more involved if we thought something was not good. But I mean, we liked the idea, so it was not so much to add.
And about last year, Sweden, your country, Russia, your song. It was a race. Sometimes Russia was on top, sometimes Sweden was. How was it for you?
Oh, it was, I mean, hard to put into words how that felt. It was surreal, like sitting there just right beside the people from my country. Was of course I wanted Russia to win, but I of course wanted Sweden to finish second. No, but it was just such a, as I said before, it just felt surreal, and I felt very proud and blessed to be able to do this. I mean, it's such a wonderful experience. So only happy faces.
I can see it. Yeah. You wrote several songs for the national finals through Europe. Did you also write some songs that were intended for Eurovision but didn't make it?
Yeah, I had actually, it was so many songs at that time. Like last year, I worked my ass off, to be honest. Yeah, if I don't remember it wrong, I think I sent in like 3 songs to the Swedish, but they took one. Yeah, Krista's song, and let me think. Yeah, I was also like kind of involved. I wrote the lyrics for and the melody too, I think. God, I mixed it up. It was so many songs at that time. I think that was like in August or so. But I was involved in some song for Malta, but I think that got knocked out very early. Yeah, like top 40 or, yeah, I don't know. Not a big song. Yeah.
And about Krista, that song was in Swedish, and for Norway and Moldova, those songs are in English. What do you prefer and why?
Well, like when you write for someone else, like for someone else to, I don't know, I like both, but I actually enjoy writing in Swedish a lot because obviously it's my native tongue, and I mean, if I want to say something, I can maybe come up with 5 ways to say it in English, but in Swedish I could maybe come up with 25 ways to say it. So I mean, obviously you're a lot richer when you write, with which I think is yeah, well, I like writing in Swedish, but I don't know, it depends on who you work with, and the the task is to just make the artist happy and make the artist shine as much as possible. So it doesn't really matter which language. I like both.
Good.
But not any third, Swedish or English.
Yeah, just that, because you told me before we recorded that you're partly Spanish.
Yeah.
You don't want to do something in Spanish?
I haven't tried yet, actually. Maybe I could someday, but I don't know. I would feel very uncomfortable. I've never written a song in Spanish before. I would feel very like, oh, como mi corazón. Oh, I don't know. It's very, it doesn't, I'm not really used to that. So I don't know if it would turn out so good.
Anything sounds good in Spanish, so I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe I'll have a go at it then.
Yeah, you know, who knows. Yeah, you are the backing of Robin Bengtsson. And how is it to sing on stage in the biggest show in Sweden? And is it really different from being a songwriter?
Well, yeah, I would say it's different, but for me, it's quite. I'm used to standing on stage. I mean, I've been standing so much myself on stage, so for me, I'm quite used to it. But I guess, like being a songwriter only, and then being on stage is obviously very different. But for me, it feels quite natural. But I have to tell you, in Robin's song, I'm singing off stage because he's alone on stage. So it's me and one girl called Mia and another guy called Jonathan. We're 3 of us, but we're standing off stage, so I don't have to fix my hair or anything. I can just stand there. Just have to concentrate on singing, which is quite nice. You don't get the attention, but you don't need to fix your hair.
Well, after this, well. Yeah, of course, would you ever consider taking part as the singer instead of the songwriter or the backing?
Yeah, well, obviously it's like it's big pressure. Like obviously here in Sweden, it's huge here. I mean, we have a lot of people watching, and yeah, but you know, I've watched this show since I was a boy, and I really like it. So obviously, yeah, of course. I mean, I would love to be a part of it, but I wouldn't agree to be on just to be on, if you know what I mean. I would need to feel that I have a song that could reach the final. If not, I wouldn't do it. So if I manage to write a song that I feel is strong enough to be successful, yeah, why not? I think I might have a go next year. Why not? It would be fun.
We would vote. Yeah, and only with a song that you'll write yourself, or if you find someone who writes an amazing song, would you also consider that?
Yeah, like absolutely. I think it's all about having a good song. I'm used to writing myself, so I would like to be a part of the writing, but I mean, if someone offers me a song that I really, really love, then I don't have any problem at all with singing a song that someone else did. But yeah.
Great, thank you. In that case, that was my last question. I would like to thank you. And of course, I would like to wish you good luck this Saturday. And I am sure that our readers will see you again once we are in Stockholm. So thanks for this and good luck.
Thank you. It was an honor to be your guest.